Yo, YouTube, what's up? It's me, Leon. Today I wanted to talk about a few things that were on my mind. One of the things is the compound effect and how it's changed my life. The compound effect is a book that I've listened to on YouTube. You could search it up, and basically it talks about doing small things every single day that compound over time to really change your life into something amazing. So I've been implementing that with the gym, and I've been seeing results in my physique and seeing how people are treating me differently. It's kind of crazy. Also, I got a new mic. Well, I had this mic before, but I'm using it now to see if it's working. So hopefully it works. But yeah, the compound effect. So it could work in both ways, negatively and positively. Like, for example, a negative version is smoking. Um, you smoke every day, and then over time, your lungs get worse, and then you start to form disease and start to have chronic illness from smoking, which at first you thought it wasn't such a big deal, but if you keep doing it every single day, it's gonna become a big problem eventually once momentum kicks in. And the same could be said for positive habits like going to the gym or eating healthy or reading or making YouTube videos, content and stuff like that. So it can really go both ways, and I think the key to bettering your life is to be aware of which direction you're heading in, negative or positive. So for me, my whole thing is I'm trying to better my life and become a better person that I was yesterday, and I'm not comparing myself to other people that are doing things. I'm just comparing myself to myself in the past. And so far, I'm becoming a way better person than I have ever been. So I'm very happy about that. And that all ties back to the compound effect and discipline. Being disciplined is something that is very important. Saying no to things that don't serve you, to people that don't serve you, just saying no in total will change your life. Um, and it doesn't make you an asshole. So, how to break free from negative habits. So, I used to vape, I used to smoke weed, I used to drink alcohol, I used to eat shitty food, I used to watch adult content, and all of that has changed. I don't do any of that stuff anymore. I kind of just focus on better things for my life. I cut all of that out of my life. And how I broke free from that was um, slowly planting seeds in my life. So, for example, the gym, I it took me. So I started going to the gym when I was 18 years old. I'm 26 now. Um, I started going to the gym when I was 18 years old, but I never really took it seriously. And after years and years of not going to the gym and then going to the gym, not going, and being really inconsistent, I finally decided to sit down and write a goal for myself and say, I want to achieve this. So, planting seeds by journaling what you want, writing goals, though that's the way you can change your life and break free from negative habits. You could say in your journal, um, I want to quit smoking weed, and by this date, I will never smoke weed ever again, and change who you are as a person. You could write that in your journal and set a date, and then just read it like a couple times here and there. Not Don't go crazy with it. Forget about it. Then come back to it, and then you'll see that slowly your subconscious mind kind of just sets you in a direction to where you are making bigger changes in your life that are positive. So that's how I changed and broke free from my negative habits. Um, Doing semen retention, doing just working, going to the gym, reading 10 pages a day, um, you know, feeding myself foods that actually are healthy for the body and make me feel good. Those things have helped me with the breaking my negative habits, just adding more positive habits to my life. Um, how I changed. So I I was in a very dark place in my life not too long ago. I'd say about 6 months ago or a year, and I've just been dealing with bullshit for years and years of my life. Ever since I've been diagnosed with mental illness, since 2020. During that time, I've just been dealing with just garbage treatment in life. My life just sucked. Um, and it was very miserable. I felt like I had no control over my life and I was just doing the same things over and over again. And I just felt like, why am I even existing? What's my purpose? And I think I was able to really change my life once I realized that nobody is coming to save me and that I have to do this for myself, or else I'm going to be stuck like this for more years of my life than I want to. And I think, once I hit 25 years old, my mind actually probably fully matured. So I wasn't fully ready yet, but actually once I turned 26, that's when everything really started to change. Um, a little bit later than most people probably, um, maybe earlier than most people, but I mean, for myself, I feel like that's when my mindset really shifted. And I was always the type of person to read books and read nonfiction and things that would help change my life, but I never really applied anything that I learned. I kind of just stored it in my mind and that's it. But once I turned 26, I started to read books and more books and started to apply the things that I learned in the books to my life. And it has changed it a lot. So, one thing that I wanted to talk about as well is how to live with abundance, even though I have very little. Um, just the whole mindset thing of thinking there's more out there for me, even though I'm not where I want to be in life. You know I'm still in the same place, financially, and but mentally I'm on a whole different plane. So I I'm thinking more in terms of abundance when it comes to dating, and which honestly, let me tell you something about dating. I haven't dated anybody in like a couple years. So I've been out of the game for a long time and I actually don't know what I'm doing really, but I'm trying. I downloaded Tinder and I put up a shitty profile which probably needs work, but I'm trying to slowly but surely get back into dating and see where that is. But I feel like what's helping me with dating right now, even though I'm not matching with anybody really or going on dates yet, is thinking in abundance. Like my whole mindset is if I go out on a date with a girl and, you know, I like her, I won't go crazy over her. Because I know there's like 10 other girls that I probably would like, and I'm not gonna put my all my energy into this one person that I barely know. So my whole mindset is, yeah, I'm gonna date, but I'm not gonna settle down. I'm not gonna um, find my special person, because to be honest, I don't think that exists. Um, I've I've dated before in the past, and I haven't found anybody that really. I mean, I found some people that made an impact in my life, but we're not still together. So clearly, things haven't worked out. So my whole mindset is to have options in dating, in career, in life, just to have more options and more opportunities. And that's why I'm working so hard on myself to attract the right people and attract the right things. That's why I feel like having a good body and a good physique is something that's very important to have, because that will just open up more or doors of opportunity, and it shows that you're disciplined and you could take care of yourself and that you respect yourself. And that's why I'm working so hard to get a physique that I'm proud of. And I'm nowhere close to where I want to be physique wise, but I'm seeing results, and I'm getting noticed by people um, in the world. So it's very interesting seeing these changes. But yeah, living with abundance is very important, because if you live in a mindset of scarcity, it's kind of like you're desperate, and that desperate energy just repels everything from your life. So saying affirmations in the morning um, really helps change your mindset to think more positive things in life that make you have more opportunities. So these are the things that I wanted to talk about, and I hope they helped you, and I hope that I can make a change in your life and that I provide value, because as a man, I feel like that's what we should do, provide value. So yeah, here's my video, and I hope you enjoyed. Peace.